I'm from the South, the deep South to be exact, and we love cream cheese everything. So I'm gonna make cream cheese filling, but I make it like cream cheese buttercream. I add a lot more butter and then I whip it up so it's nice and fluffy, and it's delicious.
What's with all these dog poop bags?
They're piping bags. They're piping bags ready to go.
Oh.
So we're gonna make some decorations with this guy. So I'm actually a classically trained pastry chef. This is a truffle mold, but when I see this, I think decorations. So we're gonna make chocolate decorations for the cake using this truffle mold. I have 4 different colored chocolates, and then white chocolate will be like the main part of this. Okay, so I'm gonna put the chocolate in the bags and kind of do this like Jackson Pollock splatter paint fun thing. So the cream cheese is the first thing we gotta smooth out. Just so you guys know, everything here is at room temperature. We got 2 pounds, boom.
It smells like, well, cream cheese.
Okay, nice and smooth, and now we're gonna add our giant chunk of butter. Ugh, room temperature butter is the weirdest. Okay. Same deal. All right, that looks pretty nice and creamy. We're gonna give it a scrape. I'm gonna add in my powdered sugar, get all of that amalgamated, and then we'll pop on the whip and whip it up. So the sugar is gonna actually make it thin out a ton. And this is the point where a lot of people will use it, but I think the structure is not there until you whip a lot of air into it. Also changes the mouthfeel completely. You're gonna pop on the whip. Whip it on high. Now that is beautiful. Look how nice that looks. It's thick, it's structured. It looks just like buttercream.
So fluffy.
It is, right? Beautiful. It's so good. It's not too sweet, but the mouthfeel is light and airy, just like buttercream. Let's grab our cake. That didn't spin. I thought it was gonna spin. All right, I got a square 9-inch cake here, but I actually want an 8-inch. I baked the wrong size, so we're gonna cut it down. I'm gonna stack all of these layers up. Just gonna use this as a guide. Now we gotta trim it again. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim to make a little room between the board and the cake for buttercream. So it's a very, very thin layer to take off. So this, between here and there, that's where the buttercream's gonna sit, along there. Everything's all squared up nicely. I have a gap here where my buttercream's gonna go. So now we gotta put some buttercream. I'm gonna use chocolate. Final coats, one step closer to paneling.
Where'd you get this big ugly cake board?
Oh, it's just a masonite board. I needed something to like square this off with. And yeah, it's aggressive, but it's the first thing I grabbed. Now we're gonna take the buttercream all the way out to the board. So to panel this cake, I have some gray modeling chocolate here. So as I roll this out, I'm going to sort of turn it, but I kind of want to do like this long sheet. Maybe I can get all the panels out of one. That would make Brandon so happy because he hates paneling.
It's the worst. I was gonna try to not hate it this year, but I hate it.
What do you mean this year? Like we're some cheerleading squad.
Are we paneling a bed?
It's getting pretty, hey, I'm just setting myself up for success. You do that, I'll do this. How about that? Did you want to trade?
We got our bed sheet.
Yeah, I want to texture this, but without a texture mat, because some people don't have access to texture mats. So we're going to use
really loud aluminum foil.
I did that on purpose. Aluminum foil. This will make texture. So then what we'll do is we'll pass over this with a little bit of gold dust to catch some of the highlights, and then we'll glue our truffles on, and it'll be, oh. Now it actually looks like a comforter. Okay, I'm gonna grab my cake and then we'll panel it. All right, I'm gonna cut a straight edge here. We're gonna do the top first. You ready?
Yep.
Popping up on top. So I made a special board this is gonna go on. I have a top tier, put this together, and then I'll show you how to paint it gold and then put our decorations on. I'm gonna add a little bit of gold to this to give it a shimmer. So I got a little gold powder here. Here's all my truffs all popped out. And I got a big old brush. I'm gonna be, try to not be too aggressive.
If people are wondering what we do with these cakes, what do we do with these cakes, Joshua?
We are actually donating them to a family emergency shelter, and they give housing for 90 days to families and children under 18. And they are gonna have the best cake week ever. Because we got a lot of cake headed your way. So that's the beauty of cake design. You would never know that this cake inside is red velvet. You gotta cut it and see. I'm gonna cut a big old piece.
This piece is gonna look so cool.
I know, it's gonna be super like geometric.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about those. Oh yeah.
See, cutting cake is so easy, but I'm just gonna eat from inside here.
Why don't you eat the piece of cake?
She's too fragile. She's too pretty. I don't want to mess with her. Let me eat inside here. You guys though, subscribe to us, hit the notification bell, follow us on Instagram. Actually, speaking of Instagram, if you are inspired by anything on this show, please post a picture with the hashtag you've been deserted. And one day, I might remake your idea right here. Till next time, see ya.
Can I have this?
No, she's fragile. Leave her alone.